You need to hear this if you're a crypto enthusiast. The year is 2025. The cryptocurrency market has come a long way from its nascent beginnings. From speculative asset to integral part of the global financial system, crypto has undergone a dramatic transformation. Yet with this evolution comes the growing need for clarity, especially in the realm of regulation. Governments and institutions worldwide are grappling with how to best oversee this new asset class. The goal is to foster innovation while mitigating risks. Central to this endeavor is the need to distinguish between different types of crypto assets. Are they securities, currencies, or something else entirely? The answer has far-reaching implications for investors, businesses, and the future of the crypto market. In a significant development, the International Monetary Fund, or IMF, has stepped forward with a new framework for classifying cryptocurrencies. This updated guidance, released as part of the Balance of Payments and International Investment Manual (BPM-7), is the first major revision since 2009. The IMF's classification system, rooted in the presence or absence of a financial claim or liability on the issuer, aims to provide much-needed clarity. However, as with any new regulatory framework, it has been met with both support and skepticism. Industry leaders, legal experts, and market participants are all analyzing the implications, sparking debate about the potential impact on the crypto ecosystem. The second half of 2025 is expected to bring forth concrete guidelines distinguishing securities from utility tokens, marking a pivotal moment for the crypto industry. How these guidelines will be shaped by the IMF's framework and the ongoing discourse surrounding it remains to be seen. What is certain is that the regulatory landscape for crypto is rapidly evolving, and understanding these changes is crucial for anyone involved in this dynamic space. The IMF's new classification system is built on a fundamental principle: the existence or lack thereof of a financial claim or liability associated with a crypto asset. This distinction forms the bedrock upon which the entire framework is constructed. Let's delve into the specifics of how the IMF categorizes different types of crypto assets. Bitcoin, the first and most well-known cryptocurrency, is classified as a capital asset. This designation stems from the fact that Bitcoin, through its decentralized mining process, does not represent a liability on any entity. Stablecoins, on the other hand, fall under the category of financial instruments, particularly when they are backed by liabilities such as fiat currencies or other assets. Protocol or platform tokens such as Ethereum and Solana present a more nuanced scenario. The IMF suggests that these tokens could be viewed as equity-like assets if the holder is based in a different country than the issuer. This distinction highlights the cross-border complexities inherent in the crypto world. Perhaps the most intriguing aspect of the IMF's classification relates to utility tokens. These tokens, often used to grant access to goods or services within a specific ecosystem, are categorized as debt securities. This classification stems from the IMF's interpretation that utility tokens represent a financial claim against an identifiable counterparty for the delivery of future goods or services. In essence, the IMF views the promise of future utility as a form of debt obligation. This classification has sparked considerable debate within the crypto community, with some experts arguing that it fails to capture the true nature of utility tokens. They contend that utility tokens are fundamentally different from traditional debt securities, as their value is derived from their functionality within a specific network, rather than a promise of repayment. The debate over the classification of utility tokens highlights the ongoing struggle to fit these novel assets into existing financial frameworks. The IMF's categorization of utility tokens as debt securities has sent ripples through the crypto world. This classification raises more questions than it answers. Traditionally, a debt security represents a loan made by an investor to an issuer, with the expectation of repayment with interest. However, utility tokens grant access to future goods or services within a particular ecosystem. For example, a token might provide access to cloud storage on a decentralized network. The value of the token is linked to its functionality within that ecosystem. Critics argue that the IMF's classification fails to account for the differences between utility tokens and traditional debt securities. This debate highlights the challenge of applying existing financial regulations to cryptocurrencies. Regulators must balance fostering innovation with ensuring investor protection. Whether the IMF's classification will stand the test of time remains to be seen. This debate will shape the regulatory landscape for utility tokens in the years to come. So, let's dive into the question of whether certain crypto assets have been misclassified. You see, the implications of misclassification can be quite significant. Misclassified assets might be subject to regulations that don't quite fit their nature, potentially stifling innovation or leading to compliance challenges. It's a complex issue, and one that requires careful consideration from all stakeholders involved. With new recognition comes new implications. When a crypto asset is newly classified, it can open up a world of opportunities but also a host of new responsibilities. For instance, newly recognized assets might attract institutional investors, bringing in more capital and liquidity. However, they also have to navigate a more stringent regulatory landscape, ensuring they comply with all the necessary guidelines. It's a double-edged sword, really. The crypto market is undoubtedly in a state of transition. As new guidelines and classifications come into play, the market dynamics are bound to shift. We might see some assets gaining prominence while others lose their appeal. This transition phase is crucial, as it will shape the future landscape of the crypto market. It's an exciting time, but also one filled with uncertainty and potential challenges. Balancing innovation with regulation is no easy feat. On one hand, there's a need to foster innovation and allow new technologies to flourish. On the other hand, there's a necessity to protect investors and ensure market stability. Striking the right balance is key, and it requires ongoing dialogue between regulators, industry players, and the broader community. It's a delicate act, but one that's essential for the sustainable growth of the crypto market.